YouTube has several communities, but within these communities, some individuals are not good. The commentary community is any different. You always find a scumbag at every turn you make. Even after you get rid of one scumbag, you'll get another scumbag upon another, just waiting there to come out of the shadows. This is a story about one of those people. A YouTuber that not only made now recording unbearable to listen to, but is also a false accuser, manipulative, greedy, and so much more. Dmax is a commentary channel with 4K subscribers on both channels. He's mostly known for his video on Keemstar titled #Make Drama Alert Great for Once and #Stand with Keemstar. As it wasn't obvious enough, this was a video defending Keemstar.
Nothing against Scarce. Really, he seems like a swell guy. But he doesn't have the character, the presentational style, nor the stage presence that Keemstar has.
This video was one of the reasons Dmax became known. He's also known for being the former host of Clear as Mud. This was a commentary-based podcast that he ran along with his friend PeePaw Riverter and his e-girlfriend Magnetar. Another thing he's known for is that he was the co-host of Now Recording, and he was also the editor for Keemstar's podcast known as Local Life, but due to recent falling out he had with Keem and Nick, he no longer edits for them. The reason for this falling out is because they weren't paying him enough money for his quote-unquote hard work, which I think is a load of horseshit. A few weeks ago, Dmax had a falling out with Keemstar and DeOrio. There are two reasons for this falling out. One, because he was lazy, and two, because he's greedy. I'll talk about that here in a bit. Anyways, according to Keemstar, he said that this motherfucker took him 19 hours to edit a podcast.
And he told me that it took him 19 hours to do it and he needed more money.
Dmax would then respond to Keemstar with a very long essay explaining why it took him 19 hours to edit a podcast. And oh my god, he literally wrote the Bible. And no, I'm not going to read this whole f***ing essay of his because one, it's too long. Secondly, who honestly wants to listen to me reading his essay of copium when I can barely even listen to him talk? Yes, his voice is that annoying. Dmax was dumb enough to post his timesheets and was so delusional that he thought this was an own-on Keemstar DeOrio, when in reality it wasn't. It just further proved Keemstar's and DeOrio's point just how slow he was. This didn't just prove their point, it also showed the public on how slow Max was when editing a whole podcast.
And I purposely went out of my way to get a witness to make sure I wasn't going crazy. DeOrio was on the phone hearing this conversation, and I fucking remember this like it was yesterday. Nick goes, wait, this is the episode that had no issues, right? Not the first one. This is the one that had no audio issues and no video issues. And Dmax goes, yeah, and it still takes 19 hours to edit 1 hour podcast. That's what he said, bro.
As an editor myself, how the fuck did it take you to edit a podcast for 19 fucking hours? It's not like you're doing any sort of crazy editing. All you're doing is cutting out dead air and censoring out cuss words. It really isn't that hard to do. Even I can do this, Dmax. And it would take me less time than you, most likely 3 hours to get it done, or at most 4 hours. Because what the fuck were you doing that it took you 19 hours to edit a podcast? Oh wait, I know. You were too busy having Discord sex with Magnetar. As I previously stated, Dmax was a former editor of Local Live, right? At first, Keemstar offered Max a shit deal. $1,200 was going to be the regular pay, and $600 was the starting. But as soon as DeOrio got involved, he negotiated a better deal for him. The new agreement was that Dmax would get $2,000, and according to Keemstar, it wasn't enough for him.
So you want to talk some shit, Tristan? Well, let's talk some shit then. Because the first editor on Local Live was your buddy Dmax. And after Dmax worked for like a week or a week and a half, whatever it was, he requested more money. $2,000 a month to be the editor for Local Live wasn't enough money for him.
You know, it's beyond me how Dmax declined an excellent deal, because how the fuck is $2,000 not enough for you? If I were in your own shoes, I would have said hell yes to that deal, because no one in their right mind would say no to that offer, Dmax. It just seems that you were being a greedy loser and thought you were worth $3,000 grand.
Keemstar asked me how much money I need to live. I said $2,000 because $2,000 is how much I need to live. The reason why I went for 2.5 was because I figured if I could make $500 more a month, then I'm actually like I'm not just in the gray, I'm in the green. And I can actually like build wealth. I can actually start to have a career. That's a good thing. It would justify me having a full-time thing. That's the number. 3,000 is a fabrication. Keemstar put that in the group chat so that he could make me look stupid, make me look bad. I never said a single word after that was put in the group chat. I don't know if that's ever going to be released. I don't know if that could be released. I'm not going to leak DMs. I'm not that guy. Nick is that guy. I'm not that guy, all right?
Dmax, you are straight up lying here because you didn't say $2,500 to Keem and Nick. What you actually said to them was $3,200 now, break my trial, or I walk. Again, I'm not surprised that you lied because a few months ago, you lied about Magnetar being a scammer. I will get into that later on in the video. Anyway, just further goes to show how much of a greedy piece of you are. And what is even funnier is that he calls himself a quote-unquote professional filmmaker.
The way that I view work and the way that I've always viewed work, because that's the other thing is people need to understand, like, I'm a film editor. Like, I've done this professionally, like for film.
What a fucking joke. As an editor myself, I don't believe you are a professional filmmaker because if you were, it would have never taken you that long to edit a podcast. And no, you're not worth $3 grand. If you really believe that, Dmax, then you're fucking delusional. There are many reasons to call Dmax a hypocrite. I'll focus on one reason, the reason I find the most compelling.
Combat or be okay with just blatant lies.
Well, that was extremely ironic. You say that you don't like people lying, but you did the same thing to Magnetar. You lied and falsely accused him of being a scammer.
Whatever, but like, you know, when it's about you and it's focused about like things people are saying about you that are just blatantly, patently incorrect or just like, you know, misunderstandings based on limited facts because people are being polite.
It's only okay when I do it, but if someone else does it to me, that's completely off limits, guys.
So for me, I can tell you, to answer your first question too, JFA, like, I don't really want to talk about drama stuff anymore.
I can still do it, and I'll whip it out when I need to.
I want to do stuff that's going to make people nothing but happy, if I can help it.
Oh, shut the fuck up. The only reason you're done doing commentary is because you couldn't handle the criticisms that were being thrown at you. You're a complete pussy and hypocrite in every way imaginable. Dmax is a false accuser. Take, for example, this individual known as Magnetar. Just for some context for those who don't know who Magnetar is, he was one of the individuals who was falsely accused of being a pedophile by Max, right? Magnetar decided he would sue Max for defamation and made a go-get funding account to raise money for the lawsuit. Dmax thought he was a scammer. The reason for thinking this was because of what he said in the interview that Mega Edits and K-Hug did with him on stream.
That last weekend, and so, like, again, I just asked, like, where do you see or where do you hope that this will go? Like, what are you thinking will happen?
In a perfect world, no money would be spent, not a dime would be spent from today on. We wouldn't need to take Max to court. He would, and I actually have this, I think, at the end of the fundraising, like, story or background or whatever the fuck, where essentially I want him to delete his Believe All Abusers video that contains the baseless allegations against me.
I agree.
Publicly retract his claims and acknowledge, you know, that it was made with no evidence, as he said multiple times. And publicly acknowledge the misuse of his platform and weaponizing the trust his subscribers had in him, the trust that he garnered in the public eye.
And what does Dmax do after seeing this clip? Oh, he goes to Twitter and falsely accuses him of being a scammer and says this on Twitter.
How's the refund going to work again? You said that you don't even want this to go to trial. He said in K-Hug that in an ideal world, he wouldn't have to go to trial. He just wants an apology. Nothing is filed.
Okay, Dmax, you're fucking stupid. Firstly, just because someone uses a different website to raise money instead of GoFundMe, it doesn't mean that they're a scammer. And to be fair, Magnetar posted up this to show that he hasn't touched the money. Magnetar even said himself that the reason he chose GG funding instead of GoFundMe was that GoFundMe has a 15% fee. He was not forcing anyone to donate. He was very transparent with the donations. This alone should have been enough proof to Dmax that this wasn't a scam, right? Well, no, it wasn't, because Delusional Max followed up with this question saying,
have you filed a lawsuit yet?
That's what the money is for, dude.
Okay, so then that's a no. You haven't filed. What are the damages that you accrued for this defamation case?
Dmax, how fucking slow are you? The reason that this fundraiser is even happening in the first place is so Magnetar can have enough money to file a lawsuit. Now, you're probably asking, okay then, why can't he just file the lawsuit right now while the fundraiser is happening? Well, guess what? Lawsuits are expensive as shit. That's why there's a goal for the amount of money needed. As soon as he achieves the amount of money needed, he will go ahead and file the lawsuit. Even Magnetar himself explains the same reason that I just explained why he hasn't filed the lawsuit yet. Also, Magnetar doesn't have to tell you jack shit what the damages are for the defamation case. That's for you to wonder and for him to know. Dmax, I know you're fucking slow. I said he doesn't tell you jack shit. Your hand is probably shaking right now, because what you really want to do is make a tweet and say, oh my god, AJ is a scammer sympathizer. Look, dude, the writing's already on the wall. It is obvious enough what the damages are going to be about. Secondly, what Magnetar meant by, in a perfect world, well, guess what, you fucking retard? He was hypothetically speaking. In a perfect world, you would have never falsely accused Magnetar of scamming. In a perfect world, it would have never taken you 19 hours to edit a podcast. Anyway, to finish off the segment, in my own opinion, I think you did this in bad faith, and you were very disingenuous to Magnetar. I believe he's not a scammer, and anyone out there that still believes these false allegations that you made should stop believing you, because you are full shit, dude. Actually, a matter of fact, no one should believe anything that you say. And thanks to you, he had to cancel his fundraiser. If Magnetar is watching this video, I highly suggest him to start back up his fundraiser again, because one, he deserves justice for what Mom Max did to him for several years, and secondly, fuck you, Max, you're a piece of shit.
Fuck! What the fuck is it with you? I was looking at the light. Fuck!
Dmax always likes to twist the story in his own favor just to manipulate and deceive people into thinking he's not a shitty individual. One example of this is when he called in on PeePaw's stream to discuss the Bible he wrote on Twitter in response to what Keem had said about him. And what does he say on his stream? Well, he manipulates and deceives everyone on the stream again, just like how he did in his Twitter Bible.
Keemstar asked me how much money I need to live. I said $2,000 because $2,000 is how much I need to live. The reason why I went for 2.5 was because I figured if I could make $500 more a month, then I'm actually like I'm not just in the gray, I'm in the green. And I can actually like build wealth. I can actually start to have a career. That's a good thing. It would justify me having a full-time thing. That's the number. 3,000 is a fabrication. Keemstar put that in the group chat so that he could make me look stupid, make me look bad.
Alright, Dmax, let's think about this. You said supposedly Keemstar lied about you wanting 3k grand, right? But then, if we look at Nick's DMs he had with Exitate, he said that you wanting $3k now, break my trial, or I walk. Max did say he had messages that was actually Keem saying that Dmax wanted $3k and not Dmax saying it himself.
I never said a single word after that was put in the group chat. I don't know if that's ever going to be released. I don't know if that could be released. I'm not going to leak DMs. I'm not that guy. Nick is that guy. I'm not that guy, all right?
The thing I don't understand here, Max, if you really think you are in the right, why don't you release the messages? Oh wait, I know the reason why. That's because those messages don't actually exist, and it's just you twisting the story to manipulate people into thinking that you are in the right. Another example of his manipulative behavior would be during the Magnetar situation, where he completely took Magnetar out of context on what he said on K-Hug's stream to make him sound like he is a scammer, which wasn't the case whatsoever.
In a perfect world, no money would be spent, not a dime would be spent from today on. We wouldn't need to take Max to court. He would, and I actually have this, I think, at the end of the fundraising, like, story or background or whatever the fuck, where essentially I want him to delete his Believe All Abusers video that contains the baseless allegations against me.
I agree.
Publicly retract his claims and acknowledge, you know, that it was made with no evidence, as he said multiple times. And publicly acknowledge the misuse of his fucking platform and weaponizing the trust his, you know, subscribers had in him, the trust that he garnered in the public eye. Most of which were, you know, CSA victims.
Adding on to that, Dmax quote tweeted Magnetar, puts him out of context, twists his story to make him look like he's just trying to scam people out of their money, which again, wasn't the case. You're probably saying, AJ, what context or part of the story did Dmax leave out? Firstly, he left this out of what Magnetar said. Secondly, he maliciously left out this part of the website where you can compare which site is better, GoFundMe or GG Funding. Obviously, if I were Magnetar, I would choose GG Funding instead of GoFundMe. What Dmax attempted to do here was to manipulate people into thinking that Magnetar is some scammer. At this point, Dmax should just be known as a manipulative piece of shit. Because the Magnetar and the local live situations are very big examples of Dmax doing this.
The fuck is it with you? I was looking at the light. Fuck! And what the
You'd think after being called out on his shitty behavior and attempting to smear Magnetar as a scammer, you'd think he should have eventually apologized and admit he was in the wrong and taken the L, right? Oh no, you're so wrong about that. Because your boy Dmax is built differently, because he does the complete opposite. He decides to run through the community, leaves every commentary Discord server, and doubles down.
I really don't, and for one reason, if any other reason, it's because I think that this idea of let's say like victims and aggressors, right? If I'm to understand the entire thing of that, then I guess what I'll say is that I want everyone involved with that to find peace, him included. And so for that, I don't want to talk about it because I think that anything that I say is going to just ignite that more, and I can imagine that might be kind of like a raw and sort of a thing. So maybe where people would like some answers or whatever, I can't imagine because I literally said everything that I wanted to say about that whole thing. But
if you thought it couldn't get any worse, well, he doubles down even further and says he has no regrets about what he did and says that Magnetar is a big boy and can handle it.
I really do.
How about this, Dmax? Okay, you don't want to talk about it, fine. At least maybe give the guy a DM and just bury the hatchet with them. Just say your piece and then you go your separate. Why not, man? If you're not going to say nothing, you know, if you're going to wish him the best, at the very least,
I don't think like. I mean, I don't understand what I need. What should I say?
Just if you really didn't mean for things to go that way, just apologize, man.
Well, that's what I'm doing, right?
To go.
Oh no, I'm not going. Well,
I guess
no.
I think it'd be more meaningful to directly message him, but I'm just saying.
On.
That's
because
just me.
people are going to see this as this is what's hard is that people see this as an aggression when I say that I'm not sorry. it's not that like I said, two things can be true at once, man. It's like, I'm not sorry for any of the things that I did. I don't regret anything. I really don't. I really do not regret a single thing. But the thing is that, like, I'm not going to, like, no, I'm not going to go into somebody's DMs and just be like, after, like, it's just like, no, dude, like, I know how I feel. I know. And I think that Magnetar is a big boy. I think he can handle it. I think he's probably fine without random number 732 commentator saying that whatever. Like, it's just, I don't know, man.
Dmax, you can't be saying that about Magnetar when you're not any better. What's really beyond me is that as soon as you were proven wrong and criticized for your shitty behavior, you decided to double down and refuse to give any sort of apology to Magnetar. And your excuse for not apologizing to him was because he didn't ask for one. Just because he didn't ask for an apology doesn't mean you shouldn't apologize to him. You should always apologize whenever you're in the wrong, even if they never ask for one. Because if you don't, that's a slimy asshole thing to do.
Fuck is it with you? I was looking at the light. Fuck! And what the fuck is it?
To get the attention off of Dmax for a little bit, I want to talk about these two individuals. As I mentioned previously in the video, Maggot Edits and PeePaw ran a podcast with Dmax and as clear as mud. Anyways, let's talk about Maggot Edits. Oh yes, the girl who cried wolf and is currently e-dating Dmax. And it is more than likely they're both having Discord on call every night. Anyway, a few months ago, she went on to Wall Smasher to talk about the bullshit allegations that her and her e-boyfriend made against Magnetar and was very heavily involved in pushing these false allegations.
So there was people that are talking about like Magnetar's like girlfriend and how apparently how you're
okay. This is funny. This was like a whole narrative that was spun about him cheating or whatever. I don't care about the guy cheating. I always think the guy has just been weird and sus. I never gave a fuck about him cheating. Tweeting out what I tweeted out about like him being in Bunny's chat was maybe not a good move. But again, I did talk to Bunny the next morning and she had zero issue with that tweet.
Okay, if you didn't care, why make a public tweet about it? Let alone talk about it? Because in my own opinion, I personally think you did give a shit that Magnetar was in Bunny's chat, because if you didn't care whatsoever, you would have never made a tweet about it, or even talked about it. Secondly, why the fuck does it matter if he's in some model chat? And Maggot, you're probably gonna say, but he's in a relationship, he has a girlfriend though. Yeah, so if he wants to get into some webcam model while he's in a relationship, that's his problem, not yours. It's none of your concern, you dumb piece of shit. Then she has the audacity to say, oh, how am I supposed to know he's single?
How was I supposed to know that this guy is single when he's perpetuating that he's still in a relationship?
Maggot, you weren't supposed to know. It was none of your business. Maggot then asked everyone on the podcast if they thought it was just a bad take.
Yeah, no, I definitely think like that whole drama could have been like one thing, like there's a bad take made and like you could have like you know what I mean? The take could have been made and then people criticized it, but like I definitely think it was escalated.
Is that what happened though? Is that genuinely what everybody thinks, is that it was a bad take, right?
I do. I think it was a bad take.
What about everybody else here? Can I get a poll?
It's kind of an honest take just because like Chris like blocked me and I never even said anything.
Okay, no, not about Chris.
She's asking
fucking
about
retard.
God, Triton. She's asking about the original accusation made involving this whole situation. If you think it was a bad take, and she wants to ask everyone on the panel. I said I do think it was a bad take.
Maggot, as me being one of the co-hosts for Wall Smashers, in my opinion, I don't think it was just a bad take. I think it was Dmax trying to push bullshit allegations onto Magnetar. You can even tell just by looking at Dmax's tweets, it's literally him pressing Magnetar for no fucking reason. He even called it a lawsuit, you dumb fuck. Another thing I haven't even touched on is that since you are Dmax's e-girlfriend, you should have suggested him that, hey, this is a bad idea pushing these bullshit allegations. But no, instead, you decided to help Dmax push these bullshit allegations. And don't fucking lie that you didn't call him a scammer or imply that he was, because these tweets say otherwise. moving on from mega edits, let's talk about PeePaw Riverter. Oh yes, Victor Burns' blood brother. Yes, somehow my co-host Victor Burns took a W just by weighing less than PeePaw. Jokes aside though, I don't really hate PeePaw as much as mega edits or Dmax. However, I think he's a fucking retard with him being the oldest out of the three. You'd think he'd have the mental capacity to knock common sense into mega edits and Dmax, right? Or even attempt to do any sort of research, right? No, he fucking doesn't. He instead decides to run with what mega edits and Dmax are saying, makes brain dead takes, and as soon as Nicholas DeOrio calls all three of them out, you'd think PeePaw would sit there and face the backlash, right? No, he decides to roll away instead of addressing anything and admitting that he was in the wrong. Anyway, to conclude this segment, at the end of the day, mega edits is a malicious piece of as much as Dmax is, and PeePaw, well, he's a fat idiot that should be placed in a retiring home along with Victor Burns. Dmax is a very unfunny person. In fact, he thought he was funny throughout this whole episode of Now Recording, an episode that was about Slavo Pancakes, Michael Alberto, and FouseyTube.
Just talking, I haven't even said a word. I got core in my ear, I got Dmax.
Now you know how I feel.
I didn't mean to talk over you. That was really my bad. You go right ahead and you start talking, right?
Yeah, get
now.
that
Start
absolutely.
talking right at this moment. Right at the end of this sentence, which is right now.
Core jumps down my throat and Dmax wants to talk. A guy who, is masking everything.
Do like a 3-hour car ride interview with one.
What would Red Bar do?
Hold on a minute. Are you calling Babs like a victim of sex trafficking?
Oh no, that was just light comedy. Sorry. Oh damn it! I put the clown nose back on. My fault. Sorry, I'll take it off. I can't take it. I just can't.
You just can't have a conversation, Dmax. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like you're
odd,
just running your
it's
mouth.
So strange. So weird.
It's just lame.
No, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. I look at the mirror every day and I go, why?
Wasn't
God,
that
why?
your bit?
If I was going to stream, I would be on top, guys. I swear. I know, but that's the bit. Salvo, you're getting it. He's really getting it.
He laughed again. It's so weird. Struggle. It's like
the only time I'll agree with Slavo Pancakes is that you are unfunny, Dmax, and you were never great for Now Recording, neither as an editor for Lolcall Live, because you suck at editing, and you suck at commentary in general. But you wanna know what is funny? Is Nicholas DeOrio mocking the shit out of you on his live stream back in May.
Alright, look at this, bro. Episode 1. 2 hours of downtime. He starts off his fucking episode by doing nothing for 2 hours. Then he works 6 hours. Do you know what a lolcow episode is? You line up 3 audio tracks and pick which fucking camera is on the screen through presets. This is not rocket science. November 13th, I found out I was the social media manager. I spent 7 hours doing various things like signing into accounts, or posting clips, or making shorts. You can use a fucking program to do that for you. Why are you editing an entire episode, stopping, and then going, what could the shorts be? You can do that while you're working. 7 hours, bro. From 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., editing a short trailer and posting a tweet. 3.5 hours. Back from lunch. He took lunch from 3 to 7:30 at night, and he worked for 40 minutes roughly, posting another short and setting something to render. Received Nick's intro for the episode. Okay, yeah, Nick edited the 7-minute, or how long was the intro to this episode? He didn't even have to make the clip compilation for the beginning. I fucking made that one. That was me, motherfucker. Here, this is the one, dude. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. How do you get a job after this, bro? November 15th, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. I tried working on a thumbnail, but I failed miserably. I told Keem it might be time to hire someone else, and he told me it's time to go to bed. 3 hours later, I made a YouTube short, and we premiered episode 2. Bro, suck my fucking holy shit, dude. This guy posted this thinking this made him win. He saw this document and he goes, oh, I'm a sympathetic figure with this. From 9:30 a.m. in the morning to 12:30 p.m., you spent fucking multiple hours failing to make a fucking thumbnail, and you quit the by the way, AM, I guess he went to sleep in the afternoon, or does he mean PM? I like, because isn't it 12:30 a.m. and 9:30? I don't. But here, oh my god, man. He can't. He failed at making a thumbnail, threatened to quit the show, and got tucked in by Keemstar. Bro, who the fuck is hiring this guy? He wrote a fucking diary about how he sucks at the job. Come on. I'm like, dude, I knew about this shit. I was in the fucking call. I got into a fight with this guy. Bro, I never turned around and said that, like, you got fired because you suck at the job. I never once did that. I never once burned this guy as being like a completely incompetent fucking editor, because what his final product was good. And listen to me, dude. Yes, if you're spending 40 hours a week on this side project, yeah, 100%. $600 is ridiculous. Bro, nobody is fucking expecting you to be working 40 hours a week. If you're working 40 hours a week, okay, this is not the job for you. You should be doing something that doesn't involve the arts or video editing or content production. This is not your job, bro. Like, yeah, you should be getting paid for your time, but you're not making the most of your time. You shouldn't be doing this. Oh my god, bro. Look at this shit. Made a short, premiered episode 2. 40.5 hours in total so far. Oh my god. 2 episodes, 40 hours of work. Holy shit, dude. Editing shorts, posted everywhere. You know shorts are like a minute long, right? If that. Got back from lunch, organized shorts, loading in episode 3's footage. It took an hour and a half to put 3 files into Premiere. We're at 49.5 hours so far. Overnight rendering, or we're calculating the time he was sleeping. There we go. Love it. Issues loading files, remixing Tommy's stuff.
You fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. Don't you fucking understand?
To conclude, Dmax isn't a good person whatsoever. He's greedy, manipulative, hypocritical, and falsely accused Magnetar of being a scammer. Again, if Magnetar is watching this, I highly suggest you start back up your fundraiser again, as I believe you deserve justice for what Mom Max did to you. And don't listen to what Dmax and his dumbass crew has to say. If you want to use GG funding, go right ahead, as I also think it's less expensive than GoFundMe. Anyway, I'm going to end off the video here. I've been working on this for several months now. If you guys enjoyed or agree with anything I said, make sure to subscribe and like, and yeah, I'll see you guys next one.
Every tape is a stroke in these rapid waters, fighting off dark thoughts like Tariq Trotter. Beat down middle blocks, no more lint in my pockets. Is a monster from the UK like the Loch Ness. Shouts to overseas rhymes like low key. Just showers of flowers, yeah, you know me. Made it out of live oak with lines that I wrote. Those rhymes that I spoke give me ever burning hope to always do better. My goal isn't cheddar, but writing rhymes and citing minds too stand together when shit gets bad. Cause I never had a dad.